Career Paths, Pet Care, Book 1, Unit 1, Types of Pets. Exercise 5, page 5.
Fluffy friends, pet care and shelter. From pet care specialists. FAQs, frequently asked questions. Question.
My 10-year-old daughter wants a dog, but that's a big responsibility. What's the best choice for her first pet?
Answer. You might consider a less demanding pet. A cat takes less work, but still needs a lot of attention. Other warm-blooded mammals, like rodents, require significantly less care, and caged animals create less mess around the house. Non-mammals are also easy to care for, but they offer less interaction. For instance, you generally cannot touch aquatic animals like fish. However, caring for them still teaches responsibility. But be careful about cold-blooded animals like reptiles. Some are more dangerous than they look. Finally, you might consider a bird. If you do, make sure it is not aggressive with people.
Unit 2, Pet Sitting, Basic Actions. Exercise 5, page 7.
Mishawaka Pet Sitting. Pet sitting. Mishawaka offers full-service pet sitting. Of course, we'll feed your pet and we'll walk your dog according to your normal routine. If you have a cat, we'll change the litter box. Sitters even train and housebreak puppies and kittens while you're away. But that's not all. Sitters bond with pets too. We never let our furry friends get lonely. Oh, and does your dog have lots of energy? We're ready to play. Daycare. For short-term supervision, choose daycare. Our experienced staff make sure pets are comfortable and stimulated. We don't just keep them in cages, we pet them with lots of love. Got a dirty pet? Give us a call to find out how we groom pets that look good and feel good. We bathe pets and brush their fur at no extra cost.
Unit 3, Describing Dogs and Cats. Exercise 5, page 9.
Middletown Animal Shelter. Adoptions, featured pets. Provide a loving home to one of this week's featured pets. Golden Retriever, Spot. Spot is a playful golden retriever puppy. The retriever is a popular breed of canine known for his loyalty and intelligence. If you want to adopt Spot, act fast. Click here for pictures. Max. Are you looking for a lovable feline? Come see Max, a very playful kitten. Max is an adorable gray shorthair, and that short fur is a plus. He doesn't require frequent grooming like a long hair does. But he's not hairless. His coat is still nice and soft. Click here for pictures. Glenda. Glenda is a toy poodle. After an injury to her hindquarters, she moves slowly, but her strong forelegs keep her going. Despite her difficult past, Glenda is very friendly. She greets everyone with a wag of her tail. Click here for pictures.
Unit 4, Dogs and Cats, General Supplies. Exercise 5, page 11.
PetWorld.com, General Supplies. Checklist for new pet owners. Are you ready to bring home a new pet? Read our checklist of general supplies to find out. Necessary. You purchased a collar and ID tag. This is very important if your pet gets lost. You own a carrier. You'll need this to bring your new pet home. There is a place for the pet to sleep. a dedicated pet bed is recommended. The pet has toys to chew on. An indoor cat will need litter and litter box. It's a good idea to get a scratching post for your cat. Optional. A ramp helps a puppy to reach high surfaces, like your bed. The pet may want to go outside when you're away. If so, get a pet door. An electronic collar can be useful for training puppies. Do you live in a high-traffic area? A playpen keeps puppies safe outside. In cold weather, apparel keeps puppies warm.
Unit 5. Dogs and Cats. Flea and Tick Products. Exercise 5, page 13.
All about flea and tick bites. Flea bites can be much more than an annoying itch to dogs and cats. They can cause dermatitis, resulting by an allergic reaction to proteins in flea saliva. Also, the constant scratching can cause permanent hair loss or other skin problems. Ticks can also be harmful to your pet. They can transmit infections such as Lyme disease, exposing you and your family as well. There are many products available to protect your pet from flea and tick bites. Some of these products are available only from a veterinarian, but most can be purchased from your local pet shop. Flea and tick products range from pills to collars, sprays, dips, shampoos, powders, and spot-ons, which are liquid products squeezed onto the pet's skin down their back. Pet owners must read the labels carefully and follow the instructions to apply the product correctly. If in doubt, contact your vet to give you a full explanation and directions to use the product safely.
Unit 6. Dogs and Cats. Feeding. Exercise 5, page 15.
The Pet Clinic Resources. Resources to help care for your pet. Feeding. Tips for healthy feeding. Today's pet food market can confuse even the most educated pet owner. Read on to get top tips for ensuring optimal health for your pet through a well-balanced and healthy feeding routine. 1. Puppies and kittens need to be fed 4 to 6 times a day. This amount decreases to 3 meals a day as the pet reaches his or her adult body weight. 2. Overfeeding your pet can lead to obesity. Your vet can help you determine the right amount of food. Then, get a scoop in that size for your canister. You could also get an automatic feeder. The feeder will dispense fresh kibble each day. If your dog has difficulty bending down to eat, use a bowl on a raised stand. Also, limit the treats your pet is having to 1 or 2 daily. 3. Pets must have access to clean, fresh water at all times. Feeding your pet canned food helps encourage water consumption. If you are on a trip, bring a collapsible water bowl for your pet. It is also worth having an automatic waterer at home. The fountain will filter the water and keep it clean. Contact your veterinarian if you have specific feeding questions for your pet.
Unit 7. Dog Supplies. Exercise 5, page 17.
PPS, Dog Supplies. Customer Reviews.
J. Trenville. Product purchased, Pet Protect Crate. Daisy likes to chew furniture while I'm away, but I hate leaving her outside in the doghouse. Now, she's perfectly comfortable in the indoor kennel, and she can't destroy the house.
Karen 213. Product purchased. Dog Walker Deluxe Kit. The Dog Walker Deluxe came with a leash and harness. It also included a pooper scooper and pickup bags for cleanup. I'm pleased with everything except the harness. My dog got loose easily.
M. Harris. Product purchased, Perfect Pup Trainers. The puppy training pads are great. So much better than diapers. We also bought a gate from PPS Dog Supplies. It really helps to contain Missy's messes. We just keep her out of the carpeted rooms.
Jeff Wellesley, 55. Product purchased. Silent barker. I'm not impressed with the ultrasonic bark control device. My dog ignores it, but he does love the rawhide chews we ordered.
Unit 8, Cat Supplies. Exercise 5, page 19.
From Timothy Wallace, Animal Charity Shelter. To Jacqueline Billows. Subject, new cat. Hi, Jackie. Congratulations on your new cat. I can definitely recommend some products. First, place scratchers around the house. They'll keep her claws off of the furniture. Also, get a good-sized litter box. Cats like the hooded kind for privacy. Some people prefer self-cleaning litter boxes. Just make sure that your cat likes the litter. Additionally, consider a cat tree. Cats love to watch birds from the window perch. You can also get a cat condo, but she might never use it. Finally, get a breakaway collar for the cat's safety. And for the safety of the birds, attach a bell. If you have any questions or worries, contact us at animalcharityshelter@mail.com or call us at 0800-309-952. Sincerely, Timothy Wallace, Animal Charity Shelter Assistant.
Unit 9, Toys. Exercise 5, page 21.
Cat toys. Wands. Grab your cat's attention with a teaser. The ones with feathers make cats feel like they're chasing birds. Others feature a noise-making ball with a rattle. Be ready for some wild play. These toys contain catnip. Lasers. Does your cat need exercise? He'll chase and chase a laser pointer, but he'll never catch it. Dog toys. Chew toys. Reward your pet for chewing on toys instead of household items. Your dog will love a treat dispensing chew toy. Stuffed animals. Let's face it, most dogs think they're hunters. But fortunately, most don't need to hunt real animals. Let your dog kill a stuffed animal instead. Stuffed animals make great fetch toys. Or maybe your dog just likes to carry them around. Either way, most plush toys contain squeakers for extra stimulation.
Unit 10, Rodent Supplies. Exercise 5, page 23.
Checklist for new rodent owners. Are you ready to bring home a new rodent? Read our checklist to find out. Necessary. The rodent has a hutch or a cage to live in. You have supplies for feeding the rodent. This includes a gravity bin for food. A chew-proof bowl works too. You also need a water bottle for your rodent to drink from. The rodent's cage is lined with wood shavings or other bedding. You have a wheel or small animal ball so the rodent can play and exercise. Optional. Some pets like to sleep in hammocks instead of the wood shavings. For added fun and stimulation, you can get a cage expansion kit. This gives your pet extra tunnels to explore.
Unit 11, Types of Fish and Reptiles. Exercise 5, page 25.
Pet Lovers Monthly. The pros and cons of cold-blooded pets. When considering a pet, many people overlook cold-blooded creatures, but they can be great alternatives to mammals. For one, they don't typically cause allergic reactions. Also, they require little space and attention. That's why small lizards like geckos are great apartment pets. Small amphibious creatures like frogs are also low maintenance. Of course, there are some possible drawbacks. Some reptiles, like snakes, prefer live prey, so you must keep live insects or rodents for them to eat. If this bothers you, consider a pet turtle. They're mostly vegetarian. Also, cold-blooded creatures can be inactive for long periods. Does this seem boring? Then another option would be to get fish. They're constantly active. Goldfish and bettas are popular freshwater fish. If you like tropical fish, there are many colorful saltwater fish to choose from too.
Unit 12, Aquariums and Terrariums. Exercise 5, page 27.
Barry's Pets. Inspection Report. Prepared by Ben Watson. I inspected our aquariums and terrariums. A few things require attention. The fluorescent lamp in the goldfish tank is burnt out. At the very least, the hood needs a new fluorescent bulb. However, I actually suggest an LED lamp instead. It's more energy efficient. The gravel substrate in the aquariums is covered in unwanted plant growth. It requires replacement. Some of the ornaments must be cleaned too. I checked the thermometer in the reptile tank. Alarmingly, the heater isn't working properly. This poses a serious danger to the reptiles in there. The heater requires immediate repair. The substrate in the terrariums is clean, for now, but will need more bark soon. We should order that right away.
Unit 13, Fish Supplies. Exercise 5, page 29.
Ask Mr. Fish.
Dear Mr. Fish, my angelfish look unwell. I don't know what's wrong. I replaced the filter on the tank. Then, I stopped using a fish feeder. Instead, I tried frozen food in both flakes and pellets. What could be the matter? Eddie in Galindo.
Dear Eddie, I have a few ideas that could help. First, ask the store what exact conditions your fish need. They'll help you choose the correct water conditioner. Begin using that every week. Second, purchase a test kit and hydrometer. Use them to check salt levels and acidity. Do it twice a day for several weeks. That way, you'll catch problems early. Finally, start using a sterilizer. This will eliminate bacteria that could attack the fish. Mr. Fish.
Unit 14, Bird Supplies. Exercise 5, page 31.
Bird Lovers Supply Store. Check out our current specials on bird products. Pet birds. If you're buying a bird, the first thing that you need is a cage. This month only, pay half price for a cage when you purchase any bird. Cages come with adjustable perches and built-in toys. We'll also include a free package of disposable cage liners. Whether you're buying cute little canaries or an exotic parrot, it's a great deal. Wild birds. You don't have to own birds to enjoy them. Encourage finches and other wild birds to build nests in your backyard. Check out our line of attractive bird feeders. When you purchase one, your first bag of birdseed is free. Want another way to attract wild birds? Put out a bird bath. It's lots of fun to watch birds splash around.
Unit 15, Unusual Pets. Exercise 5, page 33.
The Flagton Gazette. Letters to the Editor. Dear Editor, I'm concerned about exotic pets in our city. Keeping them is unfair to the animals and the community. Some animals just aren't meant to be domestic. For instance, people assume that foxes are like dogs, but they're unhappy in captivity. Similarly, marsupials look cute and cuddly, but they're fundamentally wild. Other animals are downright dangerous. Last week, a chimpanzee attacked a local boy. Yes, primates are fascinating, but they're unpredictable. So are alligators and big cats. They can escape their enclosures and endanger everyone nearby. Recently, a boa constrictor escaped and nearly strangled its owner. Let's face it, these snakes are deadly. The venomous snakes are even worse. Some people have poisonous arthropods too. Why are these creatures allowed as pets? We need stricter laws about exotic pets. Let's keep our community safe. Sincerely, Robin Smith.
Career Paths. Pet Care. Book 2. Unit 1. Animal Safety. Exercise 5, page 5.
Tips for pet-proofing your home. Congratulations on getting a pet. You're probably eager to bring home your new cat or dog. However, be sure to pet-proof your home first. Follow these tips to keep your new companion safe. Curious pets can pry open cabinet doors with their paws, especially cats. Therefore, don't keep antifreeze and other poisons in low cabinets. Additionally, many houseplants aren't safe to eat, but pets will eat them anyway. Consider moving them out of reach or getting rid of them altogether. Dangling cords are also hazardous. They can trap a cat or dog. Additionally, pets can choke on small round objects. Go through your home and remove these hazards. Swimming pools can also be dangerous. Pets can accidentally fall in the water and drown. If you have a pool, install a cover or a fence. Sadly, neighbors sometimes get frustrated and intentionally harm pets, so keep your pets contained and out of neighbors' yards.
Unit 2. Human Safety 1. Exercise 5, page 7.
Spencer City Animal Services. Pet safety in the visiting room. Keep these guidelines in mind while in the shelter visiting room. If an animal feels threatened or frightened, it might bite or scratch. In some instances, it might even maul someone. However, animals generally don't attack without warning. They first show their anger with certain types of body language. Therefore, understanding common animal behaviors is very important. Friendly dogs wag their tails. They might playfully chase you or roughhouse. This is normal, but play and aggressive behavior look similar. Pay attention and move away if the dog growls or shows its teeth. Cats also communicate when they are upset. They often hiss at people before they attack. If you notice signs of aggression, keep your distance. If you are injured by an animal, get first aid right away. Be sure to disinfect the wound. This kills bacteria and germs at the site of the injury. Then, seek medical attention. In severe cases, a doctor may need to stitch the wound closed.
Unit 3. Human Safety 2. Exercise 5, page 9.
Don't let your pet make you sick. As a pet owner, you should be aware of zoonotic diseases. Transmission can occur in several ways. bites or scratches from infected animals can transmit diseases. Some, like cat scratch disease, are fairly mild. Others, like rabies, are extremely serious and may cause death. If you think you might have rabies, seek treatment right away. Similarly, if you've been bitten by a snake, you may need antivenin. Contact emergency services immediately. Blood-sucking insects can transmit diseases too. One example is Lyme disease, so watch for flea and tick bites. Contact with animal feces can expose you to toxoplasmosis and salmonella. Animal feces might also contain parasites like hookworms and tapeworms. Therefore, wash your hands well after handling animals or animal feces. Hand washing also protects against skin diseases like ringworm. If you feel unwell around pets, the problem may not be a disease. Instead, you might be allergic to dander in the air. Many people just have mild allergies. However, severe reactions could require medical attention.
Unit 4, Sanitation. Exercise 5, page 11.
Sunshine Pet Boarding. Employee Manual. 2. Sanitation Practices. Here at Sunshine Pet Boarding, we emphasize good sanitation. Employees must follow these guidelines. Perform timely disposal of pet waste. Remove feces and urine from pet enclosures according to the cleaning schedule. Additionally, make sure that the litter or other substrate is fresh. These simple steps keep the facility sanitary and reduce odors. Be sure to bathe each pet according to the care schedule you already have. Regular bathing not only keeps pets clean, but it also controls the amount of fur that they shed. Before giving a pet a bath, use a brush to remove loose hair. Then, check the bathing guidelines to choose the best soap. If a pet is scratching constantly, the problem may be a skin rash. Comb the pet's hair to remove any insects. Then, administer oral antibiotics to treat any infections caused by extensive scratching. Finally, use medicated cream for spot treatments on areas that continue to be affected.
Unit 5, Dog Walking. Exercise 5, page 13.
Animal Lovers blog post, July 13. Topic: The job of a dog walker. Being a professional dog walker is a fun job. However, it involves more than just spending time with dogs. For instance, you must pick up after them when they make a mess. Also, caring for another person's pet is a big responsibility. If you are new to dog walking, consider becoming certified first. A certification course is not required, but it can be helpful. Why walk? Dogs are curious social creatures. That's why they love going for walks. It's a chance to interact with people and other dogs. However, you can't let dogs do whatever they want. Let them stop and sniff their surroundings, but be ready to pull them away when necessary. That means the dogs must be leash trained and they should know how to heel. Otherwise, you won't be able to prevent unruly and destructive behavior. Ready for a real challenge? For high-energy dogs, walking at a slow pace doesn't tire them out enough. These dogs require more vigorous exercise. If you are energetic and physically fit, consider becoming a dog runner.
Unit 6, Pet Sitting. Exercise 5, page 15.
Pet Sitting Professionals Incorporated. FAQs. The advantages of hiring a pet sitter. Question: why should I hire a pet sitter from Pet Sitting Professionals? Answer: When you hire one of our pet sitters, you hire the very best. All of our sitters are licensed and insured pet care providers. We don't just feed your pet. We can administer medication, devote an afternoon to playtime, and much more. Question: what services does pet sitting professionals offer? Answer: customers who work long hours appreciate our daily cat and dog sitting services. We'll visit your pet for an hour or two during your workday. Are you going out of town? We also offer house sitting. Whether it's several weeks or just overnight, we'll take great care of your pets. Question: how is pet sitting better than boarding pets? Answer: staying in an unfamiliar kennel can be stressful for pets. With a sitter, your pets get quality care in a familiar environment. We'll carefully follow the pet's normal routine. Call to discuss how we can meet the needs of you and your pet.
Unit 7. Boarding Pets. Exercise 5, page 17.
Happy Pet Kennel. About us. The decision to leave your pet in another person's care is difficult, but we promise to keep your pet happy and healthy. Most pets, especially dogs, require social interaction. With a pet sitting arrangement, your pets might be alone much of the time. However, if you board with us, your pets will enjoy a stimulating environment throughout the day. Even if your pet doesn't require overnight care, we still have great services for you. Our daycare program lets your pet socialize under close supervision. Just drop off pets in the morning and pick them up after work. Or if you prefer, we offer transportation to and from the kennel. Note, this service is only available within city limits. Pets are comfortable and safe in our climate-controlled facility. They receive quality care, meals, and exercise. Additionally, we accommodate pets with special needs and dietary restrictions. As long as pets already have current vaccinations, they are welcome at our facility. Happy Pet Kennel. Doesn't your pet deserve a vacation?
Unit 8. Grooming 1. Exercise 5, page 19.
Pretty Pets Grooming. Are you ready for your pet to look its best? Look no further. The groomers at our full-service salon are eager to help. The Bronze Package. Does your pet just need a bath and some basic grooming? Then this package is for you. Our gentle spray nozzles are great for even the most sensitive skin. Does your pet suffer from dryness or itchiness? Our soothing medicated shampoo is just what your pet needs. The Silver Package. For the next level of care, try our Silver Package. It includes all the services from the Bronze Package. In addition, a groomer will style and blow-dry your pet's hair. Just like people, pets look great after a haircut. The Gold Package. Finally, our Gold Package provides top-level grooming services. We'll provide all the services from the Silver Package, plus we'll shave your pet. This is great to reduce annoying shedding or keep the pet cool in the summertime. And any season is a good time to dye your pet's hair. Really grab attention with our exciting range of colors and patterns.
Unit 9. Grooming 2. Exercise 5, page 21.
Furry Friends Animal Grooming. Are you looking for an all-inclusive pet grooming service? You're at the right place. Our talented professionals will help your pet look and feel its best. Maybe you're not sure about professional grooming. You might think, my cat is self-grooming, why should I bother? Well, does your cat brush his own teeth? Or trim his own nails? Bring him to us for thorough toothbrushing and nail trimming. If your furniture needs extra protection, we apply nail caps too. Remember, grooming isn't just about appearance. Procedures like tooth trimming and ear cleaning are vital to pets' health. Other procedures make pets more comfortable. For example, many long-haired cats get matted hair. This is not only unsightly, it also causes skin irritation. Our dematting service provides relief. It will prevent your cat from developing hairballs too. Follow with a hot oil treatment to further soothe skin. Are you worried that grooming will upset your pet? We provide aromatherapy to relax pets during grooming sessions. Call us today.
Unit 10. Training 1. Exercise 5, page 23.
The Consumer Forum. Pet Behavior Experts Incorporated. Post, Gene 29.
Pet behavior experts really helped me manage my cat. She used to meow constantly and jump on the counters. Once she attacked me. So I made an appointment with pet behavior experts. They showed me several ways to discourage undesirable behavior. At first, I had to spray my cat with water all the time. But then she gradually stopped doing all those unpleasant things.
Post, R.G. Miller.
Before I contacted pet behavior experts, my dog was very destructive. He chewed on furniture and dug holes in the backyard. He begged for food at the table every mealtime and barked constantly. I was at my wit's end. After working with a trainer, he's much better behaved. He's even learned to do a few tricks on command.
Post, Dennis 01.
I'm somewhat satisfied with pet behavior experts. I contacted them because my dog was running away. Unfortunately, he still does this. However, he is better about coming when I call him. I might contact the trainer again to give it another shot.
Unit 11. Training 2. Exercise 5, page 25.
Need advice? Ask Diane, the dog trainer.
Dear Diane, I want to start obedience training for my puppy, but it's overwhelming. There are so many training programs. How do I choose? Bob.
Dear Bob, have you considered motivational training? It encourages desired behavior through positive reinforcement. My favorite type of motivational training is clicker training. Every time the dog does something right, make a noise with a clicker. Then give the dog a treat. The dog soon associates the click with a reward. Eventually, the click reinforces good behavior by itself. Other training methods use aversives to discipline pets. These prevent bad behavior through punishment. For example, some trainers use an electronic training collar. This device delivers mild electric shocks to discourage bad behavior. There is some debate in the training community over which approach is best. Personally, I prefer to avoid aversives and use strictly positive enforcement. Others disagree. But whichever you choose, proper timing and consistency are always important. That is, administer the reward or punishment immediately and do it every time. Good luck, Diane.
Unit 12. Breeding. Exercise 5, page 27.
Fundamentals of Veterinary Science. Dog breeding. Introduction. Have you ever wondered why there are so many types of dogs? And they're all so different. Well, humans breed dogs to have particular traits. And we've been doing it for thousands of years. Breeding relies on a simple process: artificial selection. Let's say a breeder identifies a desirable quality, like long hair. The breeder then finds 2 dogs with that trait, a male and a female. When the dogs mate, their offspring will probably have long hair too. Now, in some cases, only one puppy in the litter has long hair. But then that dog can mate with yet another long-haired dog. Their offspring are even more likely to be long hairs, and so on. After years of breeding, dogs reliably produce offspring with a consistent genetic makeup. These are purebreds, and many people find them desirable. Dogs with pedigrees are routinely kept intact so that they can reproduce. However, failing to crossbreed can have disadvantages. Without genetic variation, dogs are prone to genetic defects. Up next, the history of dog breeding.
Unit 13. Play. Exercise 5, page 29.
Pet Lovers Monthly. The importance of play for your pet. You've seen how much your pet loves playtime, but did you know that play is more than just a fun activity? It also serves a variety of important purposes. The wild side. You probably know that modern dogs' ancestors fought over pieces of meat. Well, the game of tug-of-war simulates that action. Likewise, when your cat pounces on a toy, she's pretending to hunt. Socialization. Interactive play also socializes pets. Pets must learn to get along with others. Don't just toss a toy to your cat and leave it. Instead, use a teaser toy so that you can play too. With dogs, have them fetch a ball and then throw it again. Exercise. Pets must release excess energy. If they don't, they might get aggressive or destructive. So give your pet plenty of playtime. And don't use the same game or toy every time. That can quickly become boring for your pet and you. Get creative.
Unit 14. Children and Pets. Exercise 5, page 31.
Ask the pet expert.
Dear pet expert, my son is 6 years old. Is he ready for the responsibility of having a pet? Victor in Spencer City.
Hi, Victor. Some 6-year-olds are ready to have a pet, while others are not. It depends on each child's level of maturity, and that's up to you to determine. Make sure he understands that having a pet is a big responsibility. If you decide he's ready, great! Caring for a pet is an excellent life lesson. Your son will learn how to nurture an animal. This builds a child's self-esteem and teaches cooperation skills. However, don't just bring a pet home as a surprise. Talk with your son about pet safety first. For instance, warn your son never to yank on a pet's tail. The animal might get angry and injure him. Likewise, he shouldn't make sudden movements towards the pet. Instead, by approaching slowly, he will avoid making the pet feel cornered. Finally, explain that not all animals are friendly. In case of an attack, he should curl up to protect himself. Good luck, the pet expert.
Unit 15. Introducing Pets to Other Pets. Exercise 5, page 33.
Introducing a new cat to the household. So, you want to add a new cat to your family. That's great. Just keep in mind that cats are very territorial animals. They don't like to share. In fact, cats form dominance hierarchies within a house. Therefore, be patient if your cats don't get along at first. Forming a new social structure takes time. You should introduce your new pet to the family gradually. At first, confine the new cat to a room, away from the other cats. At mealtimes, open the door and place food just outside the room. This gives all your cats a chance to meet each other in neutral territory. There, they can share food and get used to each other's scents, but make sure they all have their own bowls. Gradually, they can spend more time together. For an easier transition, choose cats with similar temperaments. A calm, older cat might not enjoy sharing space with an energetic kitten. Therefore, consider getting another adult cat instead.
Career Paths, Pet Care, Book 3, Unit 1, Responsible Pet Ownership 1, Exercise 5, page 5.
Are you ready for a pet? Many people want to bring a pet into their lives, but it's a big responsibility. We all know that you shouldn't abuse or neglect a pet, but what does adequate pet care actually involve? Here are some questions to consider. 1. Can you make a commitment to care for pets throughout their lifetime? Sadly, many people are forced to abandon pets that they can no longer care for. Life expectancy varies widely among different animals. Hamsters live approximately 2 to 3 years, but some types of birds live to be 50 years old. 2. Can you afford a pet? Food, bedding, and toys are ongoing costs, but you may also need to pay for one-time expenses like microchips. Routine healthcare expenses are another important consideration. Pets must stay up to date on vaccines and wellness exams. And just like humans, pets sometimes get sick. Are you prepared to pay for vet care and medications? 3. What kind of animal best suits your lifestyle? Do you have time to provide sufficient stimulation and exercise? If you work long days, choose a low-maintenance pet. Otherwise, your pet's well-being will suffer. Do some research to determine your ideal match. Don't be impulsive when choosing a pet.
Unit 2, Responsible Pet Ownership 2, Exercise 5, page 7.
Letters to the Editor. Animal Control in Our Community. Editor. I read your recent article, The Rise of Strays, with great interest. During the last year, I've noticed an increase in feral cats and stray dogs in my neighborhood. This type of overpopulation poses several problems. For one thing, there's the noise. I frequently awaken in the night to the sound of cats fighting. For another thing, there's the waste disposal issue. Animal feces are unsanitary and harmful, especially to children and household pets. Your article suggested a few solutions. The reporter called for stronger local ordinances like leash laws. He proposed larger fines for owners failing to restrain their pets in public. He also discussed introducing mandatory pet licenses in this jurisdiction. Sure, these measures would reduce the number of lost pets. Licenses make it easier to return animals to their homes. But lost pets only constitute a small percentage of the stray and feral population. The biggest problem is the rate of reproduction, and that's what we must address. As feral dogs and cats reproduce, the population of unwanted animals rises faster and faster. As a result, containment becomes harder. It may not be possible for shelters to hold all the animals that they capture, but at the very least, they could spay or neuter animals before releasing them again. Sincerely, Sandy Hopkins.
Unit 3, Dealing with the death of a pet. Exercise 5, page 9.
Paraveterinary fundamentals. The end-of-life process. Your responsibilities. For vet techs, discussing end-of-life care with pet owners can be difficult. After all, you're talking about the death of a furry family member. But accidents and terminal diseases happen, and part of your job is to inform owners of their options. Owners whose pets have terminal illnesses have two choices. They could put down the animal or opt for hospice care. Clearly explain what each process involves, but be sensitive. Some pet owners have difficulty discussing these choices, and some are morally opposed to euthanasia. Other pet owners worry about unnecessarily prolonging their pet's suffering. They may ask you how to tell when it's time to say goodbye. The answer usually comes down to quality of life. Does the pet have an appetite? Are pain management techniques still working? Has he or she lost interest in daily activities? If the owner chooses euthanasia, always discuss practical matters before the procedure. Afterwards, the owner will be grieving and may have trouble making decisions. So, establish who will care for the deceased pet's remains. Does the owner prefer burial or cremation? It sometimes helps to provide information about pet loss support programs as well. Remember, the most important thing is to act with compassion.
Unit 4, Animal Shelters. Exercise 5, page 11.
City of Rosewater, Animal Welfare Department. The Rosewater Animal Welfare Department has several duties. We care for unwanted and stray animals. We educate the public on animal welfare issues. We report suspected animal abuse, neglect, and safety hazards to local law enforcement. Public safety. Our Animal Control Division specializes in dangerous or nuisance animals. We immediately contain and quarantine any animal suspected of carrying rabies. To report a dangerous animal, click here. Shelter services. Are you looking for a lost pet? Take a look at our photos of found pets. Click here. All of the stray animals that we impound are cataloged here. If you need to surrender an animal for any reason, we will try to accept it. However, we encourage you not to surrender unless absolutely necessary. Unfortunately, intake capabilities are limited at our municipal shelter. If we are at capacity, we may direct you to one of our affiliated private shelters. These agencies have networks of volunteers who foster animals on a temporary basis. In any case, we will do our best to avoid euthanizing the animal. Adopting an animal. We urge people to adopt rather than buy from breeders. There are so many lovable pets waiting for homes. All of our animals are vaccinated, neutered, and microchipped.
Unit 5, Adoption Procedures 1. Exercise 5, page 13.
City of Rosewater, Animal Welfare Department. The Rosewater Animal Welfare Department tries to find permanent homes for our animals. We have plenty of adoptable animals, but it's important to find one that is a good fit for you. Therefore, we have a mandatory application process for potential adopters. To be considered as an adopter, you must be at least 18 years old. We accept most forms of photo identification. We also require proof of residence. A current deed, utility bill, or lease is sufficient. Renters need to provide a landlord's written consent. This should specify any animal species or size restrictions for the rental property. Every adult member of your household must agree to the adoption. Please note that the City of Rosewater limits the maximum number of animals in each household. No one is permitted to own more than 6 animals. Only 4 of these may be dogs. You need to pay an adoption fee. The amount varies by animal breed and age. You must have sufficient time and resources to care for a pet. The City of Rosewater has the right to refuse adoption to anyone for any reason. You can view adoptable animals online here, or you can visit the shelter in person. Click here for opening hours.
Unit 6. Adoption Procedures 2. Exercise 5, page 15.
From Clyde Weeks, Rottweiler Canine Rescue. 2. Hannah Schaefer. Subject: Adoption Application. Dear Miss Schaefer, thank you for submitting your pre-adoption questionnaire. We reviewed your answers and we have good news. You definitely meet our criteria to adopt a Rottweiler puppy. But there are a few more steps to this process. Next, we conduct an in-person interview. This helps us match you with a particular dog. If you have owned pets in the past, please bring veterinary references. After the interview, we introduce you to one or more suitable puppies. If you're ready to adopt one of them, we arrange a home visit. This is primarily to ensure that your home is free of major hazards. If that goes well, you will sign an adoption contract. This states that you will provide adequate care for your dog. You also agree to treat him or her as a companion animal. We do not adopt Rottweilers out as guard dogs or other working dogs. After paying the adoption fee, you can take your puppy home. We want every placement to be successful. As a result, we conduct a follow-up after 2 weeks and again after 6 months. As an animal rescue group, our duty is to first and foremost cater to the animals. Final approval of each adoption is at the discretion of the adoption coordinator. Best, Clyde Weeks.
Unit 7. Adoption Ethics. Exercise 5, page 17.
Rescue Today. Monthly newsletter of the National Rescuers Association. Ensuring safe adoptions. As rescue workers, we all care about animals. We want to see them in safe, loving homes. But how do we ensure that happens? Many people claim to be animal lovers. However, that doesn't mean they're suitable pet owners. For instance, people who hoard animals usually claim to love all of their pets. That's why extensive screening is vital. Obviously, it's easy to reject anyone convicted of animal cruelty. But you must also watch out for people who haven't considered the decision carefully. These casual adopters often return animals, causing them unnecessary distress. Also, you should never permit someone to adopt an animal as a gift for another person. You cannot possibly know if the receiver is ready for a pet or even wants one. Of course, screening is tough. You don't want to reject eager, qualified adopters. This just provides illegal backyard breeders with new customers. But neither do you want someone unsuitable to become an adopter. Often it's hard to tell what's in the animal's best interest. Remember, some animals that arrive in rescues may actually have owners. If so, then they have the right of refusal. That is, you must return an animal if the owner still wants it. However, the owner may not want to reclaim it. In that case, you are free to find it a new home.
Unit 8. Lost and Found. Exercise 5, page 19.
City of Rosewater, Animal Welfare Department. Frequently asked questions. FAQ, lost and found. Question.
Help! I've lost my pet. What should I do?
Answer. Time is vital when it comes to lost pets. Download this flyer, click here, and input your pet's information. Then distribute flyers throughout your neighborhood. Additionally, take advantage of our Lost Pets database. Register there and we'll notify you if someone brings in an animal matching your pet's description. Our database stores records of animals at multiple shelters. However, we still suggest visiting each shelter. It takes time to add new animals to the database, and you want to reunite with your pet as soon as possible. If your pet is injured or ill, it's worth calling veterinary clinics in your area as well. Just ask if anyone brought in a stray animal. Question.
What should I do if I find a lost pet?
Answer. Many local veterinarians will do a microchip scan free of charge. Oftentimes, that allows you to return pets to their owners. On the other hand, if you find a tame cat, it's best not to interfere. Cats tend to roam and will usually return home on their own. However, do help cats that are injured. If a cat is clearly feral, contact one of the groups listed here. They will trap and then neuter the animal.
Unit 9. Veterinary Care. Exercise 5, page 21.
Career Now. Career Overviews. Small Animal Veterinarian. Job Description. Small Animal Veterinarian. Veterinarians, vets, are medical professionals who focus on caring for animals. There are many types of vets out there. Vets can work with livestock or wild animals. They can even practice aquatic medicine. But most people encounter small animal vets who operate private practices. Duties. There are 3 main parts to a vet's job. Vets provide preventative care to stop animals from getting sick. This includes wellness exams and vaccinations. Vets also diagnose diseases in animals. As animal patients cannot speak, vets must be adept at reading clinical signs. Lastly, veterinarians perform surgeries on ill or injured animals. Experience. Perhaps you already have paraveterinary experience as a vet tech, or maybe you volunteered at an animal shelter or worked on a farm. Just be sure to gain some kind of experience. You'll need it in order to be accepted into veterinary school. Education. To become a vet, you must earn a degree in veterinary medicine. And competition is fierce. Don't expect educational requirements to end after graduation either. Also, veterinary medicine is a regulated field, so vets must register with a governing body. Be aware that passing a licensing exam is often a condition of registration.
Unit 10. Dental Care. Exercise 5, page 23.
Cavaldi Animal Clinic. It's Dental Health Month here at Cavaldi Animal Clinic. Attending to your pet's teeth and gums has never been more affordable. Get 30% off all dental procedures. We perform several services. Take care of your pet's teeth with a routine cleaning. We'll remove plaque and tartar and will also polish the pet's teeth. Does your pet have bad breath? Periodontal diseases like gingivitis are the most common causes of dental issues for dogs and cats. Untreated, they can lead to many problems, including tooth loss. Make an appointment and eliminate gum disease today. We try to do as much as possible with preventative care. However, oral surgery is sometimes necessary. In severe cases, we'll perform an extraction of the problem tooth. Anesthesia. Of course, you know that the procedure is good for your pet, but your pet doesn't know that. As a result, it can be tough to ensure cooperation. That's why we use general anesthetic for all procedures. We may consider local anesthetic for minor procedures if you prefer. However, we strongly advise against that. Please note, our veterinarians are not trained in advanced orthodontics, but if you're interested in correcting your pet's bite, we're happy to provide referrals.
Unit 11. Alternative Services. Exercise 5, page 25.
Pat's Pets. Today's topic, Alternative Pet Care. Post, April 18th. Lately, I've heard a lot about unusual pet services, like alternative medicine. I've been wondering if these services are really good for animals, so I decided to investigate. My first stop was a holistic clinic where my dog Freckles got a massage. He's old and his joints ache. He seemed to enjoy the session, and he was noticeably less stiff later. The clinic also offers acupuncture, which promotes stress relief. We skipped that because Freckles leads a pretty stress-free life. Additionally, the clinic offers yoga for dogs. We didn't sign up for that either, but as long as the poses aren't uncomfortable for the dogs, yoga seems like fun. Next, I visited an animal event planner. Yes, that's a job. People throw parties for their pets. The company even coordinates with a local wedding planner. Want your dog to be your best man? They'll make it happen. Lastly, I took my cat, Pedro, to an animal communicator. Some communicators claim to be psychic, so they're pretty controversial. But as long as they don't take advantage of grieving pet owners, I don't see a problem. The communicator told me that Pedro wanted more time outside. I'm sure he was right. I doubt I'll use any of these services regularly, but plenty of pets and owners seem satisfied.
Unit 12. Pet Therapy. Exercise 5, page 27.
From David Shute, Progress Through Pets. To Christina Jacobs, Hilltop Senior Living Facility. Subject, Pet Therapy Query. Dear Ms. Jacobs, thanks for your interest in our services. I'd be happy to provide more information. Progress Through Pets offers both animal-assisted therapy and animal-assisted activities. Animal-assisted therapy is focused largely on medical treatment. That is, it's designed to achieve specific health-related goals. Animal-assisted activities, on the other hand, are more relaxed. The emphasis is on comfort and companionship, rather than on treating particular medical conditions. While specific patients might benefit from animal-assisted therapy, I recommend starting with animal-assisted activities. Research suggests that animal interactions help with a wide range of issues. People report experiencing less pain and fatigue after our visits. There are also mental health benefits. Animal-assisted activities ease depression and anxiety. If any of your residents are lonely or withdrawn, our animals could really help. We already visit several elderly homes in your neighborhood. Those residents really look forward to our weekly or monthly visits. In your query, you expressed concern about the safety of your residents. That's something we take very seriously. Therefore, we thoroughly screen and train all of our animals and their handlers. I've worked with therapy animals for years, and none of my animals have ever injured anyone. I urge you to book an appointment today. I'm confident that your residents will thank you. Best, David.
Unit 13. Search and Rescue. SAR. Dog's Handler. Exercise 5, page 29.
Course name: Introduction to SAR Dog Handler Training. Duration: 4 weeks. Instructor: Nathan Wallace. Description: Search and rescue, SAR dogs, are the most important aspect of search and rescue units. SAR dogs work with their handlers to locate victims during extreme situations like natural disasters, terrorist attacks, and avalanches. Requirements: becoming an SAR dog handler requires dedication, time, rigorous training, stamina, and good personal skills. The training process is physically, emotionally, and mentally exhausting, but it is also incredibly rewarding. During Week 1, the instructor will guide you on search and rescue mission basics. This involves developing a relationship of trust with your chosen dog and play drive. You basically hide from your dog and then play with him when he finds you. Week 2 is devoted to formal obedience training. SAR dogs must be extremely obedient and maintain order during missions. We head outdoors during Week 3 to learn mountain rescue techniques in potentially severe and dangerous situations. Finally, during Week 4, we perform several screening and ability tests to obtain a trainee SAR dog handler certification. In addition, trainees will have access to all specialty training and certifications available in order to discuss them with the instructor.
Unit 14. Service Animals. Exercise 5, page 31.
Memo from Alan Fielding, Hotel Manager, to all hotel employees. Subject: Service Animals. I'd like to remind all employees about both the law and our policy regarding service animals. As some of you know, we had a regrettable incident last week. 2 employees denied access to a guest with a service dog. While the hotel has a strict no pets policy, service animals are an exception. To clarify, a service animal is not a pet. It has received disability-specific training in order to assist his or her owner. For example, guide animals help the blind, whereas signal animals help the deaf. Such animals alleviate the hardship of a disability. They help their owners with major life activities. So, what's the difference between a service animal and a pet? Well, service animals receive certification in accordance with national standards. They often wear vests to identify their status. But they are not required to do so, nor may you ask about a guest's disability. Remember, not all limitations are obvious. Basically, if someone identifies a dog as a service animal, simply allow the pet in. In this jurisdiction, the laws around emotional support animals are unclear. These animals help people with psychological limitations, but it is their presence rather than specific training that provides a benefit. Hotel policy dictates that you treat emotional support animals as service animals. Please contact me if you have any further questions.
Unit 15. Getting a Job. Exercise 5, page 33.
Pet Professionals Magazine. June edition. A roadmap to success. So you want to become a pet care specialist but don't know where to start? You have nothing to worry about. In this special edition, we will show you a clear roadmap in becoming a pet care specialist. Step 1. Assuming you have a certificate or bachelor's degree in animal science, your next step will be to decide what type of animal or animals you like to work with, and in what capacity. Dog and cat lovers work as groomers, pet sitters, dog walkers, and animal shelter assistants. A pet care specialist could also work as a general caretaker for rescued animals. Working in a pet shop helps you become familiar with the products and tools used to care for different animals. Also, volunteer work is a good way to network, receive training in animal care, and sometimes get a paid position. Step 2. There are a lot of opportunities for on-the-job training. But colleges and vocational schools offer certificates and associate's degree programs in animal care with broad applicability. Internships are another way to earn a degree and find work after graduation. Step 3. Earning a credential enhances an animal care specialist's reputation. Depending on an individual's career goals, there are a lot of certifications available in a number of areas. For example, groomers become nationally certified by the National Dog Groomers Association of America, and pet sitters through the National Association of Professional Pet Sitters. Just decide upon your career path and then obtain further education, training, and certification required for your chosen career.
AVN Pharma Education.